It's been a long time since I've shot one of these. Like a very fucking long time. But, like it's okay. Like sometimes you do something for a period of time and then you don't do it for like years, and then randomly one day when you're like driving home, you think of doing it again and then you do it again. And that's just the way life goes. But, yeah. I feel like sometimes it can be so easy to get caught up in like chasing what one can perceive to be the best next thing, that you can easily lose and appreciate what it is that you have in the present moment. And it's kind of like this fallacy that I sometimes find myself playing into, just like with myself. And there's just been a lot of things going on in my life recently that I feel very grateful and thankful for, in the sense that it's unimaginable to the person that I was a year ago, down to the person that I was a year ago. That was the same thing. Down to the person that I was a week ago. And even knows down to the person that I was yesterday. And I'm going to be tomorrow. And I think that, I don't know. I think that in my own pursuits towards the things that I'm doing and working on for myself, I just personally feel at peace with myself because I'm doing what I want to be doing. And I think that regardless of who knows or doesn't know, or who cares or who doesn't care, I care, and I know, and I am the embodiment of the person that I want to be, or at least I strive to be the embodiment of the person that I am. And I think that a big part of what I am actively trying to do is just like, I am just being my being, which in nature kind of sounds like fucking radical, because it's like, I think there's so many things in life that tell you what you should be or you should not be, or what you should do or what you should not do. And I think that there's a lot of beauty in simply being and existing as you are. There's a lot of things that benefit from one feeling like this ever never ending project of a broken person that's gone beyond repair. And inherently, in a lot of ways, we all are, and we all have those qualities, but those are also the things that make us whole and the things that make us human. And I think that, especially in the uncertainty of the times that we find ourselves in, I feel like it's an act of liberation to experience joy as your authentic self. It's an act of rebellion to do whatever the fuck you want to do, because that's a luxury in today's world. And it's easy to misconstrue it with material items. And don't get me wrong, like I do love a good material thing or two, as we all do. But I think that at the center of it all exists the human, And outside of that, like, what else do we have? And I think that we shouldn't erase the human from the center of a lot of things. And even like at the root of that, you have nature. All of that to say that I just have been feeling like an overwhelming emotion of gratitude and thankfulness towards, firstly, myself for allowing myself to simply be and to exist in ways that I haven't allowed myself to do in my entire lifetime. Like, at the core, it was never about them. It was never about anyone. In the sense that there would be times in which I would feel vindictive or afraid or anxious for my very own existence, and that would project out in the way that I would interact with other people, to the extent of even trying to blame others for my human experience, which, take it with a grain of salt. Like, it's all like subjective, and there's like layers to this that definitely don't fit into the context of what I'm saying. But I think that the moment that I radically started showing up for myself day in and day out is when I really saw things transform for myself. And I think that it just kind of like helped shift my perspective on what success and achievement are and what that looks like. And I think that I feel successful because I feel like I've successed myself and am actively working on doing that every day. Not that it's done, not that it's completed, not that it's over, but I think the beauty of it is that it's never going to be. And the more that I place value on things that don't deserve value, it's like what's up with that? And then outside of being thankful and grateful for myself, I am just very appreciative and grateful for the people that are in my life, and the people that have always been in my life, the people that have barely entered my life, and the good and bad outcomes alike. I think everybody comes in and out of your life to teach you a lesson, and I feel so fortunate and grateful for that. So I should probably get out of my car now because I need to go to sleep. Trying to prioritize that, because it's like when you, let me get out of my car while I'm talking about this, because otherwise, like, I can just yap forever and ever. And it's like, there's like go to sleep challenge. Sometimes that challenge has failed, but other times it's not. And I love to say all of that to say that after I've said like 30 billion things, I'm like, all of that to say, right, I don't know. I have a lot of faith, I have a lot of delusion, like neurotic levels of delusion. And I think that's good. I think that's good. And I am excited. I'm optimistic. And it'll be good. It's kind of spooky to record at night because, like, I always, like, see, like, scary movies and I'm always like, imagine if I'm, like, watching this video back and then, I should say this once I open the door to my fucking casita. That's how they get you. Imagine you're, like, recording the video and then you see it back and there's, like, a fucking shadow in the back that wasn't there before. And it's like, what's up with that? Sí, vengo sola. Sí, mami. Anyway, sí, mami. Sí, vengo sola.